Hey you guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing finally our holiday launch with you guys. It's so unbelievably humid in this room, so I'm going to try and make this short and sweet. I imported a number of plants. I don't have a problem, you have a problem, and they have to live in this extremely humid environment. And I've just been pumping a humidifier nonstop into this room, and this is not acceptable for human living conditions, I'll say that. If I can get through this, I may film a video about these plants that only I want to see. We have two new shades of our Plush Ritual Ceramide Lip Treatment, which is our most repurchased product. For good reason, it's the best. So our two new shades are Ripe and Haze. I'll insert some swatch photos and videos and stuff like that while I chit chat to you about them. We always knew we wanted to do tinted versions of the Plush Ritual in other shades, just because I love to wear this at night, of course, but I also do really like to wear it during the day. And some days when I'm wearing a little bit more makeup, it's kind of nice to have something that's a little bit more tinted and adds a little bit more color. So when we were deciding on the two shades, I was looking up photos of fruit and different types of trees and stuff like that. And the first color that we decided on was Ripe. And Ripe is kind of this really beautiful, like cherry red that's a little bit more muted and a little bit more pulled back. So it's not super bright red on the lips. That's what I'm wearing right now. It's like a really beautiful, everyday, just like sheer wash of red. And then keeping with that kind of cherry theme, there's a tree called Mountain Haze, and when you look at it from afar, it kind of looks like this really beautiful, like muted, kind of purpley color. And so Haze is inspired by that. So it's a more muted plum color that again is like not going to be a super dark plum on your lips. It's just a nice wash of color, but it's really beautiful, especially on deeper skin tones. I love it as like a nice kind of like nude daily color. Because I have a bunch of empty jars of this, and I also have a bunch of bulk lip balm, because when we do we get like bulk batches, so we can like check the color and the texture and make sure it's like all exactly like we approve. So I mixed into some old jars of mine, 50% Haze and Bare, and then one that's 50% Ripe and Bare. So it's like even more sheer and perfect, and I love them so much. I'll swatch them for you just for shits and gigs too. I'll swatch them beside each of I'll swatch the full pigment one, and then I'll swatch my little 50-50 mixture. And this is in our same kind of normal component, but we wanted to make it like a little fun and special for holiday. And we included a little rose quartz spatula in each of them. We will also have both shades available in a bundle for $60, and then each shade individually for $32 if you only want one or whatever. The bundle boxes are limited, so we don't have a ton of those, but we do have lots of stock of the singles. And then I also wanted to touch on refills in this video. I know we've been talking about refills coming for Plush Ritual, because we wanted to, before we even launched, we had already kind of started looking into how we could do refills in a way where we wouldn't be creating more waste, which is obviously, you know, the continuing ongoing issue that we're seeing with refills in general is like things are refillable, but like barely, you know? And so that was something that we really wanted to try and find a way to make it so that we actually are reducing the amount of waste. And of course, with these really beautiful like jade spatulas that we have included, we wanted that to be something that you could continue to use, and you don't have to repurchase, you know, the cap and the jade spatula again and again and again. So we were, for like 2 years, we've been trying to figure out how to do this refill system, and we kept like running into all of these different issues. So we would kind of like head down a pathway and be like, oh, perfect, we can do this. Like originally we were talking, nobody cares, but we were originally talking about doing like a heat seal, like, you know, when you get like bubble tea. I was like, I want it to be like a heat seal. And then you can just peel off the little heat seal thing and then like screw it on. But we couldn't find a filler that had the capability to do that. And then there was one filler that did have the capability to do it. And we were like looking at like food fillers and stuff like that, because I was like, well, like yogurt cups have them. Like, why can't we do like an aluminum one or whatever? So we were looking at all different types of fillers to see if there was anybody who could do this. And then basically it came to the conclusion that it was like, we would have to change our jar completely. So then it would defeat the purpose. And then we went down a million other paths, and then eventually we were working with one of our packaging suppliers, and we were able to finally come to this design that rips off almost like, not all of Canada has bagged milk, I just have to say that first and foremost. But you know, like when you like rip off like a milk lid kind of thing, we were able to design a lid like that. So we're still in testing. Obviously we always go through very extensive testing because we want to make sure that everything works as it's supposed to work. So we're testing like 4 different types of materials right now for that. And just seeing like what tears the best and all of those things. And then we have to do some tooling to make sure that it goes on the line smoothly, and yeah, all of that. So anyways, that's just the update. Refills should be coming very soon. We are working on it in the background. I just wanted to give that update because I know we started talking about it because we thought we were almost there, and then we were like, oh shit, like it's just the never ending process of product development. So those are our 2 new shades. I love that you guys have been loving this product. This is something that has just become so dear to all of our hearts. If you guys never ended up picking up the original, basically like what we wanted to create there was the best lip balm to ever exist. And so we spent some time kind of like researching what types of ingredients we could put in that would actually make a big difference in your lips over time of wearing it and immediately. And we landed on this blend of ingredients with 2 kind of like hero main things. So we have ceramides in there, which smooth the skin and reduce the appearance of wrinkles immediately and over time. And then I was looking into collagen, like topical collagen, but I remembered hearing within like the skincare realm of things that topical collagen really didn't like do that much. And so we were trying to find something that we could use as like an alternative to that, because collagen is what kind of provides that like elasticity and like plumpness in your skin. So we were looking for alternatives to that, and our lab actually suggested this one ingredient that it's made from French white lupin seed, and it stimulates natural collagen production in your skin. So it's just overall a really beautiful formulation. I find it like super hydrating, but also like it actually helps to really repair my lips, and it makes a really big difference in a way that I hadn't really experienced from other lip products in the past. So I think that's it. This feels like such a quick, short video. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, right, it's the launch date. It is launching on November 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I think that's genuinely it. Thank you guys so much for your support. As always, it is just simply the best. So much fun. Love creating products. Love that you enjoy the products most of the time, I hope. I don't know. You tell me. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.